Hello. How's everybody doing today? Today, I'm excited to introduce you to a crucial aspect of looping in Dead by Daylight. The significant role of camera positioning in maximizing the use of diverse tiles across the numerous maps. Let's dive right into it. So, what I'm wanting to show you guys has to do with positioning your survivor into a spot that's advantageous for you and your ability to see the killer coming from multiple angles, if at all possible. So as you can see here, I'm on a specific tile in the Autohaven Wreckers map with a ghost face, searching and trying to mind game me. I'm able to utilize my third-person camera to my advantage and see the killer coming from each side of the tile, and even a little bit over the tile, and on certain parts of it, through little gaps and spaces within the tile itself. Now, this is a strategy that can be applied in numerous locations throughout the game. So for the sake of brevity, I'm going to provide just a few examples from which you can learn and recognize similar situations when you're playing the game. It'll enable you to actively seek out these advantageous spots and more effectively commit this knowledge to memory. So pay attention to this spot here on the Gas Heaven map. You can actually use your third-person camera and look at the top through that hole in the little garage. And that way, you'll be able to see if the killer is going to the right or to the left as they exit that door and coming around the building to you. On the shack, you definitely want to position yourself on the corners. Here, you'll see the killer's red stain as they approach the window or they exit the doorway. A lot of times, killers will try to mind game you and moonwalk, stuff of that nature. It's just something that you're going to have to experience yourself and get kind of like, you know, the feeling for. It's the best way to put it. That's the best way I can explain it. Throughout time and experience, you're going to recognize when killers try to mind game you, and you'll be able to counteract them. And just utilizing these tips and being patient and not rushing anything. So watch here. I set an example. The killer will try to cut me off, thinking I'm going to vault that window, and I'm able to just be patient and wait for the vault. And this forces them to actually commit and chase me throughout the shack and allow me to go for a whole nother loop. You can do this and apply the same type of tactic on various tiles throughout the map, and not just the shack itself. In this example, I'm using the top third of my screen a lot, as well as the sides, but I'm using that third-person camera angle to be able to watch the killer on the opposite side of the loop that I'm on. So I'm able to see whenever they change directions, whether they go left or right, whether they stop or recommit. Here, I'm able to do a very similar thing. I position myself at the far end and decide whether they're committing to the left side or to the right side. And obviously this is a custom game, and I'm just playing with our friend here to show specific examples. So they're not going to obviously knife me, but you get the point. On this map, it's very, very easy to see the killer through the walls of this building. It is so easy. There are cracks everywhere. There's sometimes a window that spawns there, so you know, I would have gotten hit here if this wasn't a custom game showing you examples. So you can obviously see the killer's red stain, and this is a very important thing to just pay attention to. Pay attention to the killer's red stain. That is showing you where they are, which direction they're facing. And obviously sometimes they're going to be walking backwards. It's called moonwalking, to try to deceive you, to try to mind game you, and that's okay. But it's things like this. You'll see this specific building on this map, or even there's certain tiles and buildings on the Coldwind Farm that have very similar characteristics where you can see through the walls. Just like the shack here on Dead Dog Saloon. There are cracks on the bottom of the shack. There's cracks in the wood planks all throughout the middle. It's so easy to be able to track the killer, and especially if they aren't in stealth mode, insidious mode. You can see their red stain through the shack itself. So keep an eye out for things that fit these characteristics, and you're going to be doing amazing things, and the killer might even think you're cheating. Will be like, how do they know where I am? They have wall hacks. Well, no, you just have a third-person POV. So if you've made it this far into the video, consider clicking that subscribe button, turn notifications on for more videos like this in the future. I do work really hard on this content, and I hope to bring more of it to you guys. So that's the video, guys. Relatively short and compact, full of small micro bits of information I hope you're able to take and apply to your games to become a better looper and survivor in Dead by Daylight. Thanks for watching. While you're here, why not watch this recommended video by clicking the card on your screen. Tired Marine, out.